Hi friends, it's Miss Anne from Herrick District Library. I am so glad you're here to join me for preschool story time today. Let's start with our alphabet, shall we? We're going to sing our alphabet to the tune of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which is the tune we usually use, but we're going to sing it forward and backward. You ready? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I've sung my ABCs. Next time, sing them backwards with me. I know you can do it. So if we're going to sing the alphabet backwards, what letter do we start with? Z, right? Here we go. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Now I've sung my Z, Y, X's. Bet that's not what you expected. Great job, everyone. Gets easier the more you practice it, right? Like so many things. So, but I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. We need to talk about our letter for today. So, friends, I'm going to tell you what sound this letter makes and see if you can guess what its name is. This letter makes the sound d, 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 d. The letter D makes the D sound, like the beginning of the word dog. And when I started thinking about the letter D, I started thinking about dancing. So everything we're doing today, friends, is about dancing. Our first song is called Dance Like Snowflakes, and it is a fun one for the wintertime because there are snowflakes in the wintertime, right? So we can pretend that we've got our hands are snowflakes. If you want to dance around yourself, your whole body, you can do that too. We're going to sing through this one twice, just in case we haven't heard it before. And grown-ups, this is to the tune of Frere Jacques, if that helps. So can you get your snowflakes ready? We're going to pretend to be snowflakes in the air. Here we go. Dance like snowflakes, dance like snowflakes in the air, in the air. Whirling, twirling snowflakes, whirling, twirling snowflakes everywhere, everywhere. Good job. If you want, friends, you can be the snowflake in the air, and when you whirl and twirl, you can do a little spin. Just don't spin so fast that you get dizzy and fall down, okay? Here we go. One more time. Get your snowflakes ready. Dance like snowflakes, dance like snowflakes in the air, in the air. Whirling, twirling snowflakes, whirling, twirling snowflakes everywhere, everywhere. Great job, everyone. Now, friends, one of my very favorite songs to dance to is called Silly Dance Contest. It's by Mr. Jim Gill, and I'm going to play this song so we can hear Jim Gill's music because it's so fun to dance to. Now, the whole idea, and he's going to tell you this in the song too, is to be as silly as you can. I bet you can do that. Okay, here we go. Silly Dance Contest. Ready?
Now this is called the Silly Dance Contest, where the silliest dancer is always the best.
Be nice and silly.
You just dance, dance, dance as silly as you please, and when the music stops, then you freeze.
Oh, and then we freeze.
Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please, dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Hold that freeze as quiet as you can. And get ready for the silly dance contest round 2. Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please, dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Freeze. Like a statue. Now, if you look silly, you're doing great. And this time, we're going to jump up and down as high as we can.
Woo.
Jump as high as you want to, jump as high as you please, jump as high as you want to, but stop when I say freeze. Stay frozen.
That's harder to
Some
do.
people freeze with a silly face. And this time, let's dance as fast as we can. Dance as fast you want to, dance as fast you please, dance as fast you want to, but stop when I say freeze. I told you that was fast. But now here's the hard one. Dancing in slow motion.
Slow motion?
Dance as slow as you want to. Dance as slow as you please. Take a partner. Dance as slow as you want to. But stop when I say freeze. One final round of the silly dance contest. Dance any way you want to, dance any way you please, dance any way you want to, but stop when I say freeze. And it ends with your arms stretched way up high in the air.
Way up high.
And when the music gets lower, everybody shrinks a little lower. And then lower. And lower. And lower. And all the way down.
Friends, thank you for dancing to Jim Gill's Silly Dance Contest with me. It is such a fun dance song. So next, I have a song that's new to me. It's very silly. It kind of tells a story. It's called Dancing Sheep. And I want to practice some of the motions here with you first. I am going to have a sheep puppet, but you can use your hands, your fingers, or if you have a stuffed animal, you can do that. You can do however you would like. So we are going to have our sheep dancing on the ceiling. So up high, dancing on the ceiling, maybe like this. He was dancing on the floor. He was dancing by the window, over here by the window. He was dancing by the door. And we're going to start out slow with our sheep dancing. And each time we sing about the sheep dancing, we're going to get a little bit faster. It's just be about almost as silly as Jim Gill's Silly Dance Contest. Okay, so this has a little bit of a story to it, like I said. And we are going to do some silly sheep dancing. It starts like this. Shh, it's time to go to sleep. But into my bedroom, one sheep creeps. Don't want to go to sleep, the one sheep said. I would rather dance instead. And he was dancing on the ceiling. He was dancing on the floor. He was dancing by the window. He was dancing by the door. Good job. Stop that dancing, silly sheep. It is time to go to sleep. But into my bedroom, a second sheep creeps. Don't want to go to sleep, the two sheep said. We would rather dance instead. And they were a little bit faster this time, dancing on the ceiling, they were dancing on the floor, they were dancing by the window, they were dancing by the door. Stop that dancing, you silly sheep. It is time to go to sleep. But into my bedroom, a third sheep creeps. Oh dear, what are we gonna do? Don't want to go to sleep, the 3 sheep said. We would rather dance instead. Ready to go a little faster? They were dancing on the ceiling, they were dancing on the floor, they were dancing by the window, they were dancing by the door. My goodness. Stop that dancing, silly sheep. It really is time to go to sleep. Finally, the sheep lay on the floor. Finally, the sheep began to snore. Well, all that dancing tired them out, but I was wide awake, so I started to shout. Don't want to go to sleep, is what I said. I would rather what? Dance instead. I was ready to go super fast. Dancing on the ceiling, I was dancing on the floor, I was dancing by the window, I was dancing by the door. Great job, everyone. Give yourselves a hand. Have fun telling that story over and over again. Very, very silly. Whew. We did a lot of dancing. Let's do a quick Daniel Tiger hug to help ourselves calm down a little bit. Daniel starts with the D sound, Daniel Tiger. So we're going to give ourselves a squeeze. We're going to take a deep breath. Here we go. Give a squeeze, nice and slow. Take a deep breath and let it go. Let's find out what I have in my What Is It bag today. You ready? It starts with our letter sound for today, which is the D sound. Actually, I have a D on my shirt here too. This says read, and it ends with that D sound. You ready to do What Is It? What is it? What is it? What is it? Do you know? What is it? What is it? Can you tell me so? So, friends, this is a puppet of an animal, but it's a pretend animal. It's not a real animal. They're in a lot of stories. They're usually pretty big, and they usually have wings. Any guesses what starts with the D sound? D, 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 D. Let's see. Wow! Check this out. What is it? It's a dragon. A dragon puppet. He's saying hello. Friends, can you tell me anything about dragons? I know they're pretend, but we see them in lots of stories and sometimes in movies or TV shows. What can you tell me that you know about dragons? They have big wings a lot of the time. Most of the time, they fly with big, big wings. What else? In a lot of stories, they breathe fire, right? I've seen some stories where they breathe ice too, which is an interesting idea. Friends, does a dragon look anything like a real animal that we know? It's got scales. It's got kind of a face that looks a little bit like another animal that starts with the D sound. A little bit like a dinosaur, right? Big and got some dinosaurs had scales and they were tall. There were some dinosaurs that had wings. Any other animals that are real animals that you can think look a little bit like a dragon? Especially its face. What about a lizard? I think a dragon looks a little bit like a lizard. There are even some kinds of lizards that are called bearded dragons because their heads look a little bit like we imagine dragons' heads look like. Friends, thanks for talking about dragons with me and giving me a reason to get out one of my favorite puppets. Time to say goodbye, dragon. And friends, it is time to say goodbye to story time. So we're gonna wave high, wave low. You ready? Wave high, wave low. I think it's time. We've got to go. Wave your elbows. Wave your toes. Down there at the bottom. Wave your tongue. And wave your nose. Wave your knees. Wave your lips. Blow a kiss with fingertips. Wave your ears. Wave your hair. Wave your belly. And your derriere. What's your derriere? It's your bottom. Wave your bottom. Wave your chin. And wave your eyes. And wave your hand and say goodbye. Friends, thank you for exploring the letter D with me today. We'll see you next time.